The next thing you need to learn with Flutter is how to navigate through different pages. Currently, we are only using the bottom navigation bar, but it could be fun to click this button and go through another page, right? So what we will do is we will take all this garbage and we will put it inside another page, which we will call settings. We will be able to access it from a button that we'll put in the app bar. All right, so let's do this. We will first convert the profile page for something called settings page. All right. Next, we will rename this. We will say this is now called settings. And we can create another profile page. I will say new file, profile page.dart. We can copy the home page, what is inside. We can paste it inside profile page and just rename this for profile page and rename also this for profile page. Great. So now you have 3 of them renamed. After this, we will go back inside the widget 3 and we will say that we need a quick fix and we want to import the profile page. This thing. We can delete the old settings reference. Great. So now if we refresh, we should be able to see the profile in the home page. Now we need to access this setting page. But how do you do this? Let's go inside the widget 3, and inside this one, we have the actions. So right under the icon button, you will say another icon button. This one will have an onPress. The onPress will have an empty function. And the icon will have an icons.settings. Oops, settings. Great. Now let's put all the commas and save. So now we have a button, settings, at the top corner. We need to use this by going to the navigation or navigator dot push. And we need to push another page from this button. So we will push another page over this one. What we'll do is we need a route. For this, you will always use the material page route. And inside, you will put the builder. So the builder will be control space, and it will be a context that returns something. The something that we return will be the setting page. All right. So I know this was a lot of things. Then you need to put your semicolon right there, and your comma, and save. Great. So there was a lot of things, but at the end, it's pretty simple. We have an icon button. Then inside, we have a non-press. When we press on it, we use the navigator. We use the navigator.push because we want to push another page over this one. After this, we use the material page route in order to display the setting page. So if we restart the application, now we probably will have an error if we go inside the settings. And yes, we have. The reason is, let's go inside the setting page. The reason is we start with a single child scroll view, but we need to have a scaffold. We need to have some sort of skeleton for this page. So we will take this entire this entire single child scroll view. I will cut this thing and put a scaffold. Inside the scaffold, we will have the app bar argument, and inside a title with a text saying that this is the settings page. All right. The next thing we need to do is to put a body for this scaffold. And the body will be what we have copied or cut, which is the single child scroll view. All right. So now let's restart this application, and you will see that the home and profile are fine. And you can go inside the settings to see this setting page with all the scrap inside. That's pretty cool. And you can also see that Flutter will automatically give you a button to come back. All right, inside the app bar. That is pretty cool. If you want to remove this, you can always use the automatically imply leading and say false. All right. If you do this, when you go inside the setting, you will not see the come back button. Okay. So this was how to navigate through Flutter. Let's go back inside again. It's very simple. Navigator, material page route, and then you put your page. That's it. Inside your page, you put the scaffold and you have it. So that's about it for this one. See you in the next video. Bye. So in the last video, we have talked about the navigator.push, but now it's time to talk about the navigator.pop. The pop will just remove the last page. So let's go inside, by example, the setting page. And inside the setting page, as you remember maybe, is you have the automatically imply blah, blah, blah. So we can set this as false. Let's save. So now when we go inside the settings, there is nothing. So let's create this button by ourselves. What we'll do is we'll say leading, and we will use a back button. The back button is just a logo of the back like this. So that's why we use this one. After this, inside, we will use a onPressed. So in the onPressed, we will put a function. And now inside this one, we will use the navigator dot pop, just like this. And inside you put the context, you put your semicolon, and you save. So now you have created the button to pop back. All right, just heads up, if you put this button inside this page, it will probably not work. So let's do it just to break Flutter, just to see what will happen. Let's do it inside this app bar. And now let's save. You see, you just break Flutter. All right. So just make sure that you have a page previously if you use the pop button. So I will restart the app and now everything still works. Okay, so we can go back inside the settings and we can remove the automatically imply leading because obviously it will not be there because we put one ourselves. All right, so that's it. And I see you in the next one. Bye. So let's talk about the push replacement instead. So let's go back inside so I will close all of them first and I will open only the widget tree. Okay, so this is where we navigate inside the setting page. Instead of using the push, we will use the push replacement. All right, and now let's restart the application. When we go inside, this will not just push a page over the stack of pages, it will replace the previous page. So now, because we still have the back button that will pop, this will create an error because we have removed the previous page, which was the widget tree and everything. So let's restart the app. And now if you go inside settings, you can remove inside the leading the back button. So we will cut this. I will remove this and the leading also. Now if you save and you go inside, you will see that Flutter will not put automatically the back button because you are not able to go back. There was no page before. All right. So at this point, you have learned how to use the push replacement. This can be interesting sometime when you have like a login screen and the user login. Once it's logged in, you need to navigate into the home page of the application. It could be interesting in these places. So that's about it. What I will do is I will put back the push and that's about it, I think. Cancel. Let's save and restart the application just to see if everything works. We still have this and we can go back. Perfect. So this was the push replacement. That's about it. See you in the next one. Bye. So all the navigation is pretty cool, but you might have a question like, how do I send data from one page to another? Like, yes, you could use the notifiers, but sometimes you just want to send like a title to the other page, like a description page, and that's it. So I will show you how to do this. So instead of going inside the setting page and getting the information from this, I will send the information from the previous page. All right. So for this, you will need to create some sort of arguments to receive. What we will receive instead is the title. So we will say required. We will say that we required this information. Okay. We will say this dot, and it could be title. So let's put the comma and that's it. After this, we will create the value. So the final. We'll say final. This will be a string title. So when we call this page, we just give it a title, and then we can use this title inside the setting page. So I will use it right there. I will say title. And one thing you have to understand is if you are using a stateful widget, you will need to say widget.title. All right. But if you are using a simple stateless widget, you will not put widget before. You will just put title and it will work. All right. Otherwise, it will not. So just keep this in mind. Anyway, now we have an error inside the widget tree, and it's because we need to put the argument title. and this will be a string, which you will put a simple settings and save. So now, or even we can put settings, cure something else, just so you see the difference. We will go inside the settings, and now you see that the title is settings this thing. Great. So the information is coming from the widget 3, and then we send the information inside the setting page. We handle this information as a title, and we use it. Okay. Again, you use widget.title for a stateful, and you use just title if you're inside a stateless. Okay, so that's about it. See you in the next one. Bye.